guys, welcome back to the Journeyman save. We're in Season 3 of our GloryHunter journey, and as we continue on here at Borussia Dortmund, we are hoping to make advancements in multiple competitions today, with Augsburg in the league and cup, and also Barcelona at home in the Champions League, followed by Frankfurt at home as well. I'm going to sim Augsburg away with the aim of playing the home game in the DFB Pokal to hopefully help us progress in that competition. So we're just going to quickly sim this. We should be perfectly capable of regaining our stamina and fitness for the next game against Barcelona in a few days' time. A 1-1 draw, despite absolutely, judging by the stats, dominating the game. Only a single point taken from Augsburg away, so maybe the game in the cup isn't perhaps going to be as straightforward as we hoped it potentially could be. We'll do the pre-match press conference here with Senor Lasso, or Herr Lasso, I guess we should say, as we're in Germany now. We have recently, of course, picked up the job as England manager, albeit we haven't yet had any competitive games to play in. We did have some international friendlies. I toyed with playing them, but in the end we decided just to sim them and work our way through. So we drew 0-0 with Scotland and lost 3-2 to Brazil. Bing! Loving life as England manager. Right, Barcelona at home, then Frankfurt at home, and then Augsburg at home. And then Stuttgart at home. But that'll be tomorrow. Barcelona first. FC Barcelona line up, I think, exactly the same. No, one change to how they lined up previously. They have up top on the right-hand side Rafinha, as opposed to Ousmane Dembele. Other than that, they are as they were previously, I believe. Maybe Mavropanos at centre-back ahead of Stefan de Vrij is the only other change as well. We've made a couple of alterations from the previous game, but we should hopefully be able to hold our own in this one. We've been going well in the Champions League. Only defeat to Barcelona thus far, and if we can avoid defeat in this one, we should be primed and ready to go to get through to the knockouts, which is more than we did in our first season at Juventus in the Champions League, isn't it? We got grouped. Out to Bellini, into Enzo Fernandez. Enzo finds Burkhardt, who's got pace on Mavropanos, and his support here is arriving from Bellini. Özcan and Harvey Barnes. Oh, he tried the little Trivela whilst leaning back, and it was actually the leaning back that meant that the ball went over the back of the net, over the top of the bar. Would have been a brilliant finish if that finds the top corner. Trauder down the line to Rafinha. He's 86 rated now, Rafinha, so the same as Ousmane Dembele in this save. So well worthy of that starting spot. Florian Wirtz brings it down, turns brilliantly. Now Bellini's in. He's up to 85 rated now, Bellini. Growing very, very well. Hopefully we'll continue to do so. Obviously, potential to be special for him. The aim is probably to spend 2 years here at Dortmund as well, as we did at Juventus, although if by some remarkable standard we're able to win everything this year at Dortmund, then we would obviously move on next season. Pedri, Pellegrini, saved by Kerbal, 22 minutes in, or in the 22nd minute. It's another corner for Barcelona. Again, they take it short. Ferran Torres quicker with his delivery in this time. Mavropanos with the header. Nuno Mendes on the line gets rid. And Weston McKennie will get that out here to Jonathan Burkhardt, and will lift this. Franck Kessié read the ball that was coming and intercepted it nicely. Getting past me. Nudged off it by Weston McKennie, but not before he could find Ferran Torres. Looking for Tammy, keeper's committed. He flattens his defender to get there, but he had to ensure that he did get hands to it. Harvey Barnes' touch is heavy, but somehow he's burst past Trauder and played Burkhardt in. And Burkhardt is in behind here. And hits the bar, unbelievably. Wirtz, Özcan. Good save down low by ter Stegen. I can't believe Jonathan Burkhardt hasn't given us a 1-0 lead there. That was ridiculous. Surely he's got to bury that. Good delivery. Weston McKennie's decent in the air. Bellini's going to need to be too. Play this on the floor this time. Wirtz, Barnes, McKennie. Oh, it's Gabriel that's making the offensive run. So no chance of getting him in. No chance of getting anything else in this first half. Really, really contested game so far. But 0-0. Pellegrini with the little back heel. Ousmane Dembele bundles his way through but uses an arm. Minimal clear-cut chances in this game, has to be said. Some shots from distance. and a couple that have gone well wide from either side. Lorenzo Pellegrini had one earlier in the half, but now there's a clear-cut chance, and there's a goal. This victory, should we see it through, Julian Brandt making the impact off the bench again, should see us into the knockout stages of the Champions League pretty comfortably. Really important goal, that, to return the favour on Barcelona. They beat us at the Camp Nou, and we're going to beat them at Signal Iduna Park. Outside the boot, bottom left-hand corner, tidy finish. German versus German, and it's the Germans that come out on top. Tackle by Nuno Mendes on Dembele. Everyone's falling over themselves trying to get to the ball. We haven't been able to score more than one in this game, but one might be enough. Ansu Fati looking to get away, though. It fell kindly to him. I think that was probably a foul on him there. Ref, if you could blow your whistle now, that would be lovely, mate. I'd really appreciate it. Pedri doesn't get the chance to play a through ball. He has blown his whistle. We win by 1-0. That's a massive result. Can't underestimate the size of that fixture and its importance for our Champions League progression. To know as well, not just for the 3 points, but to know that we can beat a team of that quality is actually very, very good knowledge to have. And we might not fear some other teams that we may come up against later in the Champions League season. Obviously, we now sit top of the group after 5 games and are definitively through to the knockout stages with that win. Only a 70 rated goalkeeper for Frankfurt. They have like 4 goalkeepers, but Rame is the best and highest rated of them. They've got Hamari Traore at right back. Centre-back partnership of Tyrone Mings and Michael Keane is certainly unexpected, with Danilo at left back. Christian Jakic, at centre mid alongside Fabio Moretti, who's obviously formerly of our former club, although he never played for me. We sent him out on loan 2 seasons. Now he's come permanently to Frankfurt. Buta on the right, Vargas on the left, Jesper Lindström at cam, and Kasper Dolberg, a player we looked at in the summer transfer window and decided instead to go for Jonathan Burkhardt. We start with a couple of fatigued players, but certainly will be strong enough to get the result here you would like to think. One thing to note, you'll have heard me in a couple of videos, or certainly those on stream as well, frustrated at the fact that it doesn't show the branded package, presentation package for the lineups in some games in the Bundesliga and in Serie A in our experience so far in this save. That apparently has been patched. I had word back from the devs, but it's only in effect for new saves. So unfortunately for this save, we will still struggle with failing to have the official branded lineup package for some games in this save, probably most games in this save. But when we start the new save after this one, whenever that may be, which will more than likely be with Chelsea, we will have that branded package come up in every game. So you'll have to forgive me if, for the time being, we stick with the default menu. And it kind of takes away from immersion a little bit, but every time I can use that broadcast presentation package, I will do. But I wanted to give you guys the feedback there that I've had from the devs so that you guys are aware, because I know some of you have been experiencing it yourselves as well. Was patched on the 15th of November, apparently. So if you started your save after the 15th of November, then it will be fixed for you. Had a lot of possession in this first half, but not a shot yet. Let's change that, shall we? Oh, good save by Rame. We might end up just peppering the shot with goals, peppering the goal with shots even, if I say my words the right way around, because of the lower rated nature of the goalkeeper. But after 20 minutes, it's still 0-0. Buta. Driving out wide. Taking Nico Schlosberg a long way out of position there. I shouldn't have done that. Here's Jakic and Moretti. And around the corner nicely, Lindström. 1-0 Frankfurt. Through the middle they come. Jesper Lindström fires Frankfurt in front of the yellow wall. Lindström out wide to Vargas. You can see top left how much of the ball we've had, but we haven't done much with it. It's been build, 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 lose possession. Build, 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 lose possession so far. Compellini, you got some space to get into there. And Wirtz is making a good run, but the pass just took so long to reach him. One of the strongest legal challenges you are likely to see. And can we find an equaliser from the corner? Oh, it's going to find its way out to Houssam Aouar here, who will wind up. Oh, it's going to be well blocked by a defender. Just had enough space to try and get that power shot off. Unfortunately, there were still defenders in the way, closer to goal. Still building nicely, though. Ah, just chose the wrong pass on that occasion. We 1-0 down at half-time by the looks of things, maybe even 2. I mean, that's probably a foul. I'm trying to change to Nuno Mendes. Buta's in here. Challenge, Nuno! That is vital, and sliding interceptions like that might be the difference between us potentially winning this game or only getting a point. Aouar. Barnes. Oh, that's a nasty one, and he might be in for a red card here. Referee's going to come across and get a red card out. Miretti, my former player, showing some frustrations. Oh, I mean, there's no surprise that that's a red, is it? That was awful from Fabio Miretti. And Frankfurt, from a position where they looked relatively comfortable at 1-0 up, now with only 10 men, might put themselves under immense pressure for the remainder of the game. McKennie's won that back. Enzo into Florian. Florian to Harvey. Harvey's going to look for a worldie. It's deflected, and it will be a corner. Need to build the pressure now. We're not going to have a better opportunity to come back from 1 goal down than we do right now. Rame makes the save again. I'm going to take it short, you know. I'm going to call for a second player. And I'm going to take it short, and we'll try something different. And cross from open play instead. Wirtz trying to nod that down with Harvey Barnes. It will find Houssam Aouar. Wirtz again. Bellini. Nico Schlotterbeck of all people. Wide of the target. No, yes, but oh, lovely. That's brilliant. It's brilliant from Frankfurt. Vinyl Eintracht. The 10 men double their advantage. Cut my defence apart, and that little flick has made it. Oh, man. Oh, nicely intercepted by Gio Reyna. And Adeyemi's away now. Can't afford to make mistakes like that. Eintracht, you cannot afford to make mistakes like that. 25 minutes to go against the 10 men, and we've scored a goal and we're back in it. Adeyemi brings us within 1. It's a great ball looking for Hamari Traore. Mendes is trying his best to keep up, but he's too quick for his own good. And Kasper Dolberg with a sharp turn. Not sharp enough. Gittens. Good pass this time. Brandt. Well, we'll look to stretch his legs. He's not the fastest, Julian. He's fast enough. Looking for Adeyemi through the gap. Karim Adeyemi. There's 2-2. And 8 minutes to find a winner still. He might be on a hat-trick, Adeyemi. Oh, it's a lovely through ball to Vargas. McKennie trying to keep up with play. Good tackle. Gio Reyna. Julian Brandt. Adeyemi is on the run. Is he going to have the legs to get there ahead of Tyron Mings? Mings' touch takes it into Adeyemi. Karim Adeyemi! 9! 9! Adeyemi! 9! We won't get a better chance to win it. And I cannot believe he's not tucked that home. 2 minutes added on. I'm not going to get the chance to complete this counter, am I? It's Desmond. It's 2-2 against the 10 men. Had we not conceded a second goal after they went down a man, then we would have gotten the victory there. Karim Adeyemi did phenomenally well to get the 2 goals to bring us back into it. But my God, we should have won it there at the end, shouldn't we? Another 2 points dropped, and Frankfurt deny us the opportunity to close the gap on Bayern, and if anything, might actually have opened the gap to Bayern. We've Augsburg at home next in the DFB Pokal. The gap to Bayern is 3 points, and they have a game in hand that could open it to 6. We pray that they don't, but they very well may. Youth Squad Monthly Report. I have got some scouts out looking for talent in the Netherlands and in Germany, and we're waiting for those first scout reports to come back. Right, let's go and get ourselves a victory in the DFB Pokal, shall we? Augsburg's lineup is as follows, with Marvin Schwaber in goal, Robert Gumney at right back, Felix Udekai at centre back alongside Tuta, with Iago as left wing back. Then they've got a it's kind of a 4-4-2 with 2 CDMs, Maya and Dorsch in there. They've got Traore and Villalibre up top, Lazaro and Castro Montes on the wings. We've rotated a little bit ourselves. I need to turn that second controller off. We've rotated a little bit ourselves, as you can see from that screen there. So Burkhardt's in, Giovanni Reina on the right, Özcan, Sosa left back, Flecken at goalkeeper even, and Kamara comes in at centre mid. I'm seeing what this young Kamara is all about. He's 20 years of age, he's 6 foot tall, and could potentially, maybe, do a bit of a job for us in games like this. And if he can, then that would be absolutely brilliant. If we can rely on one or two of these youngsters to come in and do a job when surrounded by a bit more quality, rather than only being surrounded by a lot of fellow youngsters, then having the odd 1 or 2 young, lower rated players in the 11 shouldn't cause us too much concern with regards to the overall result. Here's Arne Meyer. Back to Iago and Traore. Tackled by Niklas Süle, and Weston McKennie will get rid. Round of 16 tie this, of course, so we're only effectively 4 games away from the DFB Pokal title, so to speak. But still got to beat what's in front of you, and eventually we are going to come up against some really tough sides in this competition. That's if Augsburg don't beat us in the meantime. That's Zaro. Traore, Flecken over the top. Leave me alone, Augsburg, go away. Montes with the corner again. And Harvey Barnes deals with it again. Oh, God! It wouldn't be changed player. Weston McKennie was like, I'm going for it, I'm going for it, I'm going for it. He didn't get anywhere near it. Flecken is just like, chill, lads. Let's calm down, shall we? Kamara in there to Saliers. You can see Harvey Barnes calling for it. He wants to get played in behind. I tried to give it to him. Couldn't get it there. Schlotterbeck. Saliers looking for Burkhardt. And Florian Wirtz will look for Burkhardt again. The pass has gone towards Gio Reyna, who has actually won that back. Ah, just can't find a way through their backline at the minute. They have an interception on everything. McKennie to Gio Reyna. Florian Wirtz. And Burkhardt spins well. Oh, it's poor. They'll pay for it. They'll pay for it. Oh, he's offside. Is he offside? Or is he onside? He's offside. Ah, I can't believe it. Harvey Barnes finally sees a pass go through the gap and reach him. And it's so tight. It's so tight. But offside is given. Via Libre. Out wide here to Castro Mendes. Montes even. Oh, it's a nice touch and turn. Whoa, Via Libre fires wide with the last touch of the first half. They had the dominance in the first 10 minutes, Augsburg. Then we peppered the other end with chances. And then they went and nearly went 1-0 up with the last kick of the half. But we've been the better side, I think, all told. Although, evidently not creative enough. Despite the fact we have actually had the ball in the back of the net. And I think the offside was tighter than actually the 2 lines gave it credit for. It looked like the line went from the boot of the defender when actually his backside was further back. So I think perhaps, I'd have to have a look back at it in editing, but I think perhaps he might have been closer to onside than we initially thought, Harvey Barnes, with that chance. Süle with the switch. And Sosa brings it down. Turns nicely, looking for Harvey Barnes. Finds him well. Saliers. Oh, just can't get his pass away. Come on, gents. You're better than this. Via Libre. I'll have that, thank you. We are underperforming so far in this one. Reyna looking for Burkhardt, who will help it on its way to Florian Wirtz, who finds the space for this shot. Burkhardt can't quite react quickly enough. Saliers around the corner here. It's Gio Reyna. Still no goal. Still no goal. Good save by Schwaber. Come on, please. Please, can we find a goal to go in front? Schlotterbeck's up. That came off the defender. Sure that came off the defender, but a goal kick has been given. The ball through to Fernandez. Back to Castro Montes. We'll have that back, thank you. Schlotterbeck says ta very much. Saliers to Harvey Barnes. There's space there for Burkhardt to get into. It's not the strongest of struck passes, and as a result, I'm not as far away from the defender as I needed to be to find the ball inside there. Win this, please. Niklas, well up. Come on, Gio. Make the run, please. Oh, such heavy touch again. We've got such quality on the field of play, but it's just not showing itself right now. Wirtz looking for Gio Reyna. Surely now is the opportunity with Reyna's pace to give us the 1-0 lead that we crave. Thank God for that, Gio. Tor for the BVB. We lead by a goal to 0, but we have had to work for that. Half wins it. Now Lazaro into the middle, and Traore with a back heel. Oh no, it's really well done, but Flecken using his big 6'5" frame to keep the clean sheet intact. Augsburg fire back, looking for a way back into the game. Gio Reyna with the header clear. Kamara's barely touched the ball, to be honest. I think the best thing I can say about him is that I haven't noticed that I've had a lower rated player in there. He's not had much to do, but as you've seen from these clips, anything he has done, he's done relatively well. Not necessarily put himself about defensively. Brandt looking for Bino Gittins in behind, onside. Can run and can dribble, can't pass or shoot, Bino Gittins. Rebachai comes on for Arne Meyer in Augsburg's midfield, but with only a minute added on here at the end of the game, and with the seconds ticking by, you think that's probably all she wrote for the DFB Pokal journey. Certainly now that we've intercepted that, and we'll pump it. Ref, thank you. Right, quarter-finals of the DFB Pokal for us. I think Bayern got through as well. They had a rather favourable draw, actually, by the looks of things. It might have been a dry Liga side they had in their round of 16 tie. We've faced two Bundesliga teams, VfB Oldenburg. Can't say as I've even heard of VfB Oldenburg, to be honest. Who do we have in round 2? I can't recall off the top of my head. Regardless, we've beaten Augsburg in the third round, which is actually the round of 16 at this stage of the competition. And we are pushing on and look a step closer to getting through. Who was it that we had in the cup? Oh, it was 1860 München, wasn't it? Of course. The next round has not been drawn yet, as far as I'm aware. I haven't had the prize money email yet, so it certainly hasn't. We've got Stuttgart on the way, however. Match rescheduled. There you go. The next round has been drawn. Gabriel's certainly still in contention for first-team football, and he will get a bit more than he has had of late in the upcoming few weeks, because we've got a busy fixture list, as you can see there. A game against Leverkusen has now been moved to January 31st, so there is 2 games in the January transfer window, of course. Oh, we had a really strong test in the Coppa Italia against Inter Milan, and they knocked us out of that competition 2 years in a row, once in the final, once in the round of 16. And we've got Bayern in the quarterfinals of the DFB Pokal. You hate to see it. Stuttgart, VfL Bochum, Hoffenheim and Wolfsburg in the Bundesliga next time out, with a sim against Porto in the meantime, because we're absolutely through already in the Champions League. Happy enough, I think, with cup progression in Europe and domestically, but frustrated with the draws in the league. There's certainly time to turn it round, though, and hopefully turn it round we shall. Join me tomorrow for more. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed, and make sure you subscribe to the channel and you won't miss out on any more of it. I'll see you next time.